This is a question that plopped up into my mind when I was at church. I was sitting there, singing along, listening to the sermon, and suddenly it just struck me. I don't know if it were my own thoughts, if it was the divine, but I heard in my mind, why are you running away from yourself? So today I will be speaking about an issue that we all have. And this video is as much for me as it is to you. We humans, we do everything we can to not be in the present moment. For example, when you're doing the dishes, you're listening to a podcast. When you're driving to work, you're listening to the radio. When you're going to sleep, you even listen to podcasts. When you're talking to somebody else, you're already thinking about the answer you will give to them instead of actually listening to what they are saying. When was the last time that you ever did something and were totally focused upon what you were doing? And I mean 100% focused upon what you were doing. When you were sitting, when you were doing the dishes, for example, and you were not thinking about what that person said to you last day, or about the other things that you need to be doing, about money problems, bills that you have to pay. So today's topic will be connected to addiction, because we humans, we are the most addicted species in the world, I would say. Everybody is addicted. You could be addicted to your cell phone, to YouTube, perhaps, to scrolling on TikTok, to listening to podcasts, to watching movies or series, to listening to music. We're always trying to enhance our natural state of mind, right? And the question is, why do we do this? There are several answers to this question, and I would like to just share my thoughts upon some of these answers. First of all, pain. We are trying to escape pain. We try to feel good. If you are broke, you have no money, what do? What do homeless people do, for example? Well, they drink some liquor and sleep under a bridge. Because, hey, at least they feel good, right? They forget about their problems. They forget that they are not with their family anymore. They numb their senses. Some people, when somebody they love pass away, what do they do in every single movie? They go to the bar. They talk to a random stranger. They drink. But I was thinking about this because I've been the same. When somebody that I love passed away, I also found myself back in that same old behavior that most of us have problems with. What is it we're running away from? Okay, pain. You are sad. Somebody you love passed away. Somebody broke your heart. Somebody left your relationship. But aren't we supposed to feel pain in those circumstances? Isn't it normal to be sad when somebody you love pass away? Isn't it normal to go grieving process? Isn't that a part of life? A part of reality? A part of something we need to face? Something we need to accept, acknowledge, go through, transform ourselves from? Or should we just pop a pill, drink a bottle, go to the movies, and just forget about it? Pain is not the enemy, even though it's probably something we don't want to feel, right? I mean, obviously. But still, it's a part of life. It's a part of reality. Reality is not just fluffy rainbows dancing around. Woo, I'm so happy. Everything is nice. I want to feel good. No, sometimes you need to feel pain. Sometimes you need to face your problems. Sometimes you need to grieve and cry and let it out so you don't get blocked, emotionally blocked, depressed. The opposite of expression. We need to express our feelings and not numb them down because they don't go away. You know that. If you have a night out with your boys, but you're sad, how are you going to feel the day after? You're going to feel even worse. It's not a magic solution. So that's pain, right? We flee reality because of pain. The second most used argument by myself and by many of my friends is, I'm bored. I don't know what to do, man. It's Friday, everybody is out, I'm sitting at home, I have nothing to do, I'm bored. I just want to feel better, do something fun, right? But think about it. Wherever you are right now, if you're at home, for example, just take a look around you. I promise you, there are 1,000 things that you could be doing that needs to be done. There's never, listen to me, never a reason to be bored. If you're honest with yourself, there are dishes to be washed. There's laundry to be done. There is something to be learned. You could read a book. You could create something, draw something, go outside, experience nature, beautiful nature, meditate, start a business, whatever it may be. There are many things we could be doing. But no, we say we are bored. We need to enhance our experience. We need to do something unproductive. As example, gaming. I've been a gamer my entire life. I grew up on the internet. I played role-playing games, video games of all sorts, from PlayStation 1 to PC, right? And what did I do? I fled reality. I wanted to have the mansions in the GTA 5 and drive the super sports car. And instead of actually putting in the work, doing something valuable for society, to give them something in exchange, I sat and imagined that I was doing that, right? So boredom is a lack of inner resources. I don't know if you have seen the series Game of Thrones, but Stannis Baratheon said a very powerful thing back then. Boredom indicates a lack of inner resources. It's very important. And if you are on a spiritual journey, on a self-development journey, on a human journey, everything is spiritual. We're human beings. If you are catching yourself being bored, then you could just might as well give in the keys and give up. Because if you cannot find purpose in doing the normal things that need to be done, then you're missing the perspective. You could be lying in a hospital bed, taking your last couple of breaths. People in all different ages are currently in hospitals, having very bodies full of diseases, having a very bad time in their lives. And you're breathing. You're not handicapped. You're not having any issues. You're breathing well. And you're sitting there, I'm bored. I cannot stand my normal reality. I'm bored. You know that they would trade your life in an instant and they will not be bored? Think about that, please. I have a deep personal story that I want to share. When I was younger and had some addiction problems, and it came to a point that I had problems with my heart. I had arrhythmia, where your heart is like beating irregularly or something like that. And I was in the hospital for some evaluation. I was going to meet a doctor. And I was sitting there in this room, waiting with a bunch of different people. A few older men, a woman, and then came in a woman so vibrant, full of life. Like you feel it when somebody comes that you connect with very well. She came into the room, said hi to everybody, talked a little bit with everybody, and then she asked me, "What is a young man like you doing here? You're not supposed to be here, So I said, yeah, I'm not feeling that well, So she said, "What's the problem?" So I said, "You want to know?" She said, "Yeah." I said, I have problems with my heart. There's something wrong. I feel like my heart going off all of the time and stuff like that. And she just waved it off. She was like, "Nah, don't worry about it. You're just stressed. You're just anxious. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine." So I was like, "Okay, thank you. So what are you in here for?" She said, "Nah, don't worry about it." I said, "Now you got to tell me, right? Because I told you, so tell me." She said, "You really want to know?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "I have stage 4 cancer, and I'm going to probably pass away in a couple of weeks." And I was so shocked. I think I almost started crying. And she said, no, what are you doing? Why are you sad? I said, I'm sad because I feel for you, you know? She said, I know. I don't know if she said a couple of kids in like 5, 6, 10-year range or something. And she said, look at me. I only got a few couple of weeks to live. And I am more happy than you are. I have not done so many things in my life that I've done the last couple of weeks. So be happy, please. Appreciate your life. And this random woman, may God bless her soul wherever she is now. I hope she made it, but I don't think she did. She planted a seed in my head there back then. I was young. I was like 20 years old or something. 23 maybe. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, we need to change our perspective. We could be that person, right? And she's more happy, I promise you, than what you are right now. And the last point that I want to bring up today is the point that I started with. And I think personally that this is the reason for all addictions in the world, right? Number one reason. And that reason is we humans, we are running away from ourselves, me included. We do everything we can to not just be, to not just sit without a phone. Now I'm doing YouTube videos, so I have an excuse, but you know what I'm saying. Just be with ourselves, with our own thoughts, with our own anxieties, with our own, just be in the stillness. I saw a survey a time ago that people said that the one thing they were most scared of when it comes to life after death would be to be just with themselves in darkness. That's the worst thing. That's even worse than going to hell for them. And I think that says the thing. Our entire lives, we are running away from ourselves, from our mirror image. We're doing everything we can to not be in the present moment and just be ourselves. To just do the dishes and think about the dishes. We are living our lives and we're not even conscious. We're not even here. 95% of your daily life, you're either doing the dishes and thinking about something else, or you're walking outside instead of looking at nature, this beautiful planet we're living on. You're listening to a podcast or a YouTube video, or you're planning ahead. I got to invest my money here. I got to do this. I should start a business. I should relax. Be with yourself. And all addictions, from gaming, substance abuse, adult websites, anything on the board is fleeing from reality. I have a friend of mine, a very, very good brother to me, a very nice friend, beautiful soul, compassionate, empathetic. He has everything. He has a family, he has kids. And he says to me, bro, we got to go outside and, I just got to flee. I got to flee. He says, I want to escape. What are you escaping? Are you escaping your life? Are you escaping reality? Then what are you here for? Why are you here if you're going to escape? Everything you do most of your life is to escape yourself, escape reality. Is that a life worth living, like honestly? Is it worth living to just be running away from the life that you're living? I don't think so. And I really think that we should think about this. We should face reality head on. We should stop making excuses. Stop fleeing from ourselves. Because when the distraction disappears, you appear. And if you cannot control yourself, your own thoughts, you will never control your own destiny or the life that you want to live. So I'm making this video to share my thoughts while walking around here. And also as a pledge to myself, no more running away from who I am. No more running away from my reality. My reality, my responsibility. Remember that. It's time now. Time to take off the mask. Time to walk ahead. And time to look at yourself in the mirror. My last words of advice, if you haven't tried it before, try to do some meditation. You don't have to go 30 minutes. from the get-go. Start with 5 minutes. Just sit. Close your eyes. Sit comfortably as you wish. And just observe what comes into your mind. Observe the thoughts that pop up. Don't engage with them. You start thinking about your friend that wanted to go outside. Okay, I'm thinking about my friend. Back to the breathing. Something else pops up. I got to pay that bill. Okay, I see I got to pay the bill. Go back to breathing. Do that for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. And you will start a glimpse of what I'm experiencing right now. A glimpse of yourself. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I will try to make more long content videos as well. I've been doing a lot of shorts videos to boost my presence. I really appreciate everybody watching it. If you would like, please subscribe, like the video, and share your thoughts about things you have been running away from. Thank you very much. Until the next time, take care.